This makes all women to always come back to you even after a breakup. You get what I mean? Yes, even if she's the one who dumped you, she will always come back or come running back to you. That's what I meant to say. And by the way, I welcome you to the Modern Dating Bible, okay, where I share with you everything on how to handle dating in today's modern age. So listen very well here. Let me be honest with you. I'm telling you something from a personal experience. Unfortunately, when now I start to see, start to do a research about it, I realize that is actually how it works. There is a way you can always make every woman to come back to you. But then again, this method that I want to share with you, it has its disadvantage, but the advantage is always guaranteed. Let me use the word guaranteed because 9 times out of 10, it will always be the case with you, okay? You know, and I'll tell you what is the disadvantage at the end. Let me start with the advantage and what to do with it. You know, when you are with a woman, the number one thing that has always worked, and some of them I used to do them without realizing until when I sat down and I analyzed everything, that what had been happening in my dating life throughout my life. And I'm like, I have realized that most ladies who would leave me, I will see that they eventually lose interest in me. Eventually, the same ladies would always come back. Those that never did, I can barely even recall in mind right now as I'm thinking. You know, I only remember one, and that one that never came back, I know why. Is because with the guy, she ended up having a baby. So it made sense why she could not get back to me. And we don't know if in the future you won't try to do some funny stuff, okay? So that's the only exception so far as I can recall. But then again, let me tell you, myself, I've always been a good guy. You know, those good guys who never want to shout at a woman, who never want to say no to a woman all my life. And one thing for sure that it got me in trouble where women would regard me as a good guy and women will actually get bored. And I will always be surprised why all these ladies have been treating her good, do everything nice, you know, buy her gifts, but they will all leave me. Or not necessarily leave me, but you could say that, you get what I'm saying? But then again, all of them, they would come back. And I got to learn that the number one thing that was making all these ladies to come back to me is that good treatment. Yes, as much as you know, please don't complicate this message because this video, because you know that we are taught many things, how to handle women, how to handle dating, blah 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 blah. But for now, let's only focus on what is the matter. Let's forget about the disadvantages, but let's focus on what makes a woman keep coming back. Beside what you are taught always, that it's because if I can sleep with her good, she will come back to me. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Let me guarantee one thing, that even when you're not sleeping with a woman, she will always come back, which has worked for me 9 times out of 10 times. It's when you treat her good. You can be the best version of yourself to her, treat her right, love her, buy her stuff, and she will still leave you. Let me assure you that there's a high chance. But then again, I can also assure you she will come back. And let me tell you why. It is because not so many guys are too good. Not so many guys, even after sleeping with these women, still remain the same. Most of them, they start mistreating them, they start cheating, they start buying them gifts. But if you've been the guy that she only left because she got bored, she took you for granted that you were too weak, though you were good, when she starts receiving bad treatment, which is always almost the case, that's why even today most women are still crying about when can you find good men. Most women, they don't propose these guys, you know, they give them babies, they leave them to be single mothers, all these heartless things. That is why when she's seated, when she's praying even before the Lord and say, Lord, can't you send me someone right? You know what happens into her mind? She's always reminded, but I once had someone who loved me, who never could hate him, who was never hating me, who never be bad, who always gave me what I needed. And that's why they always come back. Even if you never took it to the extreme, the fact that you were never a bad guy in her sight, even when she dumped you or you broke up, she was regarding you as you are nothing. The fact that in all your conscience, you know you have never beaten her up, you were never toxic, let me assure you, down the line, they always come back because you were good. Yes, and that's how to make all women to come back to you. So the matter of, okay, how can you do this? Because the moment you ask, I'm sure that's your question, right? You'd be like, all these ladies, the moment you do a good, she will start taking you for granted. So how will it help me? Now that is when you learn the skills on how to balance. Okay, there's a balancing of these things, and you will always retain women still, even though you're not too good, even though can find a perfect balance. And that is the level I'm at right now. No woman takes advantage of me. I can assure you that. Even when they do, it does never get to be extreme. So it makes it easy. It has made it easier for my dating life. So if you want to learn those things, you can just contact me, or you can just subscribe to the channel if you're watching for the first time, to watch more videos like this. Even watching videos, eventually you will learn, although it will take time, but you will learn. Okay, so Mara, before I conclude, let us look at the disadvantage. The disadvantage is, of course, the obvious. When you are too good, they take advantage. They take like you're a fool, you are a simp, and all these things, But then again, even if a woman looked at you as a simp, if you were good, she will always somehow try to reach out back to you. That's almost a guarantee, if I can say it. And of course, that's all I had for you in today's Modern Dating Bible. And I will see you in the next video upload. Take care.